He is. Because of who we work with. Because of who we cooperate with. Is there nothing He cannot do? The prospects of 2010 are ripe for advancing the cause of Jesus in this part of our world. And I mean by that, it's something I realize is because we have people who come from Germantown and from Trenton and all over. What's the name of your town? Franklin. You're so close, right? Ithaca? That's New York. In the part of the worlds we live in, not just Springboro. We come to gather at this place right here, this corner right here, the old stone church building, is a place where all of us gather from all over the area. It is ripe. We are ripe. The work is ripe for advancing the cause of Jesus. Now listen, as bummed out, I like that word, as bummed out as I was when Brian turned in his resignation. And I'll tell you why I was bummed out. Number one, because I'd actually found somebody who I like to work with and could work with. Yeah. Smile and wave, that's right. Don't let that go to your head. I've had my share of experiences with youth ministers. I mean, we worked with one fella in a place that will remain unnamed at this point, but who had serious anger management problems. He was eventually fired because he slapped one of the kids. For a year and a half, I struggled daily. I found a place, and there was a huge church building. In fact, the auditorium would seat over 300. But I found a place in this building that was a dark, off to the backside closet. And I would go up there, if it was not on a daily basis, and pray and kneel before God and ask Him to help me make it one more day. That's how bad it was. And then to find somebody who, we play off of each other. You don't take anything serious he says right about me. When he stands up there, now I've preempted everything he thinks he's going to say today about me. The second reason that I was so bummed about his announcement was because he had set the bar really high. Brother, the situation actually is the fact that he created a precedent that probably no one else is going to be able to duplicate. And here's the precedent. The fact that he was able to maintain a dynamic youth ministry and do it part-time. And work at a full-time job otherwise. But, having said that, we must remember that this is the Lord's work. And that He, in cooperation with us, will bring somebody who can build on the Forneys' work in that particular area and in other areas. He will bring us somebody, and thus we must be prayerfully confident, not discouraged, not dissuaded, but confident in the fact that the God whom we are in cooperation with can do anything. That the battle is His, not ours. That it's not by how smart, and it's not by how clever we can be, and all the flowery stuff that we... I'll never forget when we had tried out at another congregation, the elders had gone to the teens of the group and had told them that they were to schmooze. That's my word, but that's the word they were to schmooze my kids. They were to get over there and they were just to be around them. They were to be a part of them. They were to make them think that this was the best teen youth group in the world. Now that comes out of an experience that has been completely opposite. Now, you remember I told you that when we would go try out somewhere, they'd parade us up in front, virtually every place except here, would parade us up in front of the congregation and start questioning. My kids would be sitting there answering questions. They did a great job at that. But we would go, we always had a fellowship luncheon, always. That's just the way we are. That's the way we work. We've got to see how we mingle together with one another. When this particular place where we had gone, my kids had already decided, the two of them, and I believe it was Julie and it was David, had said, here's what we're going to do. Between the two of them, they connived. They made this pact. We are going to sit by ourselves. And if nobody comes and talks to us among the youth group, we're going to tell Dad about it. So here we are. And every time we get in a car, after we've been to a place, we'd be driving and I said, what do you think? And from the back of the car, Julie and David both, forget it. We're not going there. Not one teenager came and sat next to us and talked to us and all of that. Now the next place we go is completely opposite. Where they're just smothering them. They're all around them and everything like that. Now listen, because you think you understand the point of this story. As soon as we moved there, what do you think happened? Yeah. No association, no togetherness. It was all a show. It was put on. It was an act. It was a game. We're not like that, are we? Now, you do this row right here, second row right here. We're not like that, are we? We're going to be real people. Okay? It's what should be in here, not some game that we have put together. And it's for you as adults, it's for all of us. It's the church here. Is this just what we are on Sunday morning? So that we can, attract the visitors, and then once we leave or once we walk out of here, we're a totally different person? The past 3 weeks, brethren, past 3 weeks, three. I don't know which it is. How's it go, Melissa? See, I did it. The past 3 weeks, everybody do it with me. Here we go. Come on, right here. That's fine. 4. The past 3 weeks, we have received 6 resumes for the associate minister position. 6. I got to tell you, we're excited about what we see. Well, you have my permission to hit him upside down. We are excited by what we see. Listen, buddy, nobody can live up to you. We know that. All right. Just remain self-confident about that. But when I get an email from Ruth on the very first day that we put out a resume, or put out the ad for the resume for this position, and we get a resume the very next day, and Ruth immediately emails me, because I had forwarded all these to the committee, and Ruth immediately emails me back and says, we got to have a phone conversation with this guy. I'm like, wait a minute, is this the member of the committee that